What's up, everybody? Thomas Barkowski coming back at you with some Oldham practice for Skirmish Season 6. Look at that beautiful lore book. Man, I love that lore book. Oh, the Bazaar is awesome. DM Armada is awesome. Flake's awesome. Min-Max there. And Josh from Hometown CCG. So let's get into it. We're playing an Iyslander. I decided just to bring AB5, see to test it out. This is our first match on Talishar with this deck. Although I have played this at locals for a little bit, and it is pretty good. So unfortunately we got the heart here, take a little damage to do the little heart thing. Fun stuff. Okanol not fused, it is what it is. And we get a little pummel on it, get a card out of hand, I like it. They go down to 8. So far so good. They're going to do a little shenanigans there, then they undo the turn, and they apologize. Hey, we're in competitive blitz, but I'm going to undo my turn, I'm sorry. So then we just go through it again. They cycle through a little differently. Here comes the pummel that they now know about, so they can play around it. And then they hit me for some damage. Really not a big fan of the constant undoing in the competitive sections on Talishar, but it is what it is. So then we throw out the E-Strike. I wanted to swing that Glacial, but that Frostbite kind of prevents me from doing it. So then we just have to swing the hammer and put that Glacial into Arsenal. Hopefully we can use it later. Oh, look at them undoing over there, undo, and then they finally go. This is in double speed, I think. This might be 4 times speed. I don't know. It's faster than normal gameplay. I had to speed it up. So let's block 3 here so we can throw this Glacial. Glacial's going to be dominated. Feeling really good. Swinging this 10 dominate. Let's see what they got. They throw their Tunic in front of it. They block with a card. They're going to moon me. Cool, whatever. They go down to 1. Perfectly 1. Awesome. Winter's Bite, so we pay for it. Then they bring in Scar for Scar. And we're going to block it and react here so that we can swing with 1 card if we want. Probably should just pass priority because they're going to light me up here, and they have that Storm Striders, which is just completely busted. When you start with 20 health, Storm Striders just bananas. But they don't use it here, but then they get this nice swing for 7, gain some life. They did sigil earlier in the game, and you're going to see them sigil pretty soon, next turn or so. So we block some damage so that we can, Waning Moon here, threatening the Frostbite. I pass priority. They snap Storm Striders, give me a Frostbite. We're going to AB3 this, taking damage, and then the Moon's going to leak through all 3 damage, go down to 1. Then we get to drop. They got 1 card to Arsenal. We got a bunch of reds here, so don't like that. So I just pass priority to go to end phase, try to get one of these reds out of my hand, and hopefully draw a blue. I only have 14 reds in the deck, so 26 blues, pretty good chance I draw a blue here. And we do draw a blue, we draw the Terra Thunder, and we have the sink. Pay or discard, yes, we'll pay the red. Get that red out of here. We can AB the 3. Awesome. My turn, we're going to pass priority, they Emeritus. We block it, yes, but then we cannot swing. So next game, we're going to jump in into Kassai. Now check this out. This person undoes their turn 5 times in a row. You're going to see it right here. I block out, I draw up, I attack, CNC for 6. Equipment, undo. Equipment, undo. So they're thinking, there's their second undo right there. 3rd undo, 4th undo, 5th undo. I put in the chat, nah fam, I'm not doing this. 500 undos and I just concede and leave. Because I'm not playing that game. This is competitive blitz. You're going to undo 6 times. No thank you. Alright, next game we're going to jump into a Rhinar. And your boy, I put in the chat, do you like my Arcane Lantern? Because I totally forgot to select my Stalagmite. And that's a real feels bad. Because that Frostbite can make a monstrous of a difference against Rhinar. Because they are almost always super limited on everything being perfectly balanced with resources. And if you give them 1 Frostbite, it can mess up their whole turn. But fortunately, we just run this Rhinar over, and you're going to see this. My plan here, block out, they're going first. I'll get the draw back up. That's fine. Take a little bit of damage. We want to stay above 4, because we're going to assume they have 2 Reckless swings. If you go to 4, they double Reckless so you die. I was double Reckless by Levia at the Calling Indianapolis in round 7. So yes, Reckless swings are totally real. Totally have to worry about them. So we're just going to go back and forth here. E-Strike. I like to snap my E-Strikes, but I brought in the Iron Wrap because I knew I would be intimidated over and over again, so I wanted that 1 block. And then we have that nice Winter's Wail. So nice to have that in Blitz. We have got the Oakland in the Earth, but we don't have the Ice card. Boo, sad face. So we're just going to block out here. We're going to swing the Oakland just because it's 7 damage. And it's, a 2-card block. So we swing it, even though we can't fuse it, that's fine. Let's see what they do. This is sped up, but they're, a little lengthy there. Bone Vizier. I don't know if that's normal for a Rhinar to run that card, or if that card's a little strange. I know that a lot of people are passing on the gold foil Bone Vizier, so it threw me off a little bit to see it in Blitz, but I could just be wrong. I'm not a Brute player, I'm not a Rhinar player, so what do I know? Absolutely nothing. Look at me playing Oldhim. So we're just waiting here. We're just waiting and waiting and waiting. I got to read all these Brute cards because I don't have any Brutes close to me. Luckily for me, I got this Sync in Arsenal, so I get to go around this Dominate here and knock off that Barraging Beatdown, which is great. And then we get to really push some damage here. We got the Terra Sunder Winter's Wail, so coming in for 5, hits discard 2 cards. And this is basically when this game is over, because it's going to hit unless they have the Reckless. They don't. So now they discard 2 cards, and away we go. Rhinar needs cards to do stuff. All of his attacks are like discard a card, it costs 2 or 3. So he discards double Beast Within, which goes off once and he loses 1 health. So he's got a couple cards back from Beast Within, so I guess that was a good trade-off. We still have our 4 cards. Ooh, we got a nice Glacial there, I like that. He's going to hit me for 3. He doesn't have Go again. So yeah, we'll block that 3 with Equipment, and then we'll just throw this 10 Dominate Glacial. And GG's, my boy. Now, it's not over yet. And they are going to do a pretty crazy play here. Check this play out. This is where Rhinar just does Rhinar things and goes absolutely bananas. And I definitely did not see this coming. And it might not even be this turn. It might be next turn. But it was pretty crazy. Yeah, not this turn. No. Okay, cool. So he's just coming in for 6 there. Yeah, we're going to block this. Yep, take no damage. Keeping cards, Winter's Wail. I'm totally fine with just blocking out and then keeping a card to Winter's Wail. Winter's Wail's great value. 1 card for 4, threatening Frostbite most of the time. So we're just going to swing 4. Let's see what they do. Pretty sure they just eat this to stay alive. Block the bare minimum. And then they're going to go absolutely bananas here. And you're going to see that in just a few seconds. Oh yeah, I got to change my music here. This person was taking a very long time to play. So they got this 4 cards. And I'm about to get quad intimidated. For an alpha rampage. So this is coming in for 11, and I have no cards except for my arsenal, and it's an ice card that's not D-react. So yeah, we take 11 to the face. And now I got to plan out how do I do the most damage here. And my best route for me was to throw the Channel Lake out, do the Go again on the E-Strike, and then swing for the Frosty Winter's Wail. So we're representing 9 damage, and we have the Channel out. So pretty good. It's going to mess them up. It's going to get a bunch of cards out of hand. My channel gets to stay until next turn. Feeling really good about this. So they block 6, we swing 4. Then they block 4. They got 1 card. They're going to swing their claws for 3, non-threatening since I'm at 7. So we're going to block this out, and we can finally Tunic here. Macho Grande, come in 8 dominated. GG's, good game. They're going to block for 3 and 0 card. And that is the game. So we get there on the Rhinar. Let's go.